Hello and happy Transfer Tuesday. Transfer Tuesday is the day of the week where we move our money in the right direction, no matter which financial goal we are going after, and no matter how much we can afford to transfer or contribute. If you want to learn more about Transfer Tuesday, check out my description box because I go into a bit more detail there. Quite a lot happening for my Transfer Tuesday because I actually received my bonus today. Like this morning, I logged into my bank account and noticed that I had pay from my full-time job. And I don't know exactly why it's a couple days early, but I'm fine with it. Someone in one of my recent videos commented that this Friday might be a bank holiday, which means that if it is a bank holiday, then I would get paid a day early. So I should be getting paid on Thursday. But yeah, I got the bonus 2 days earlier than that. And then I'm assuming I'll get my full paycheck on Thursday or Friday. I don't know. So let's talk about my bonus because this is the reason why I have made so many transfers, and those transfers were really all today. I did make a transfer earlier this week, over the last week, but I'll talk about that. So I received a 5% bonus from my full-time job. That was a gross total of $3,402. Now I do have my 401k contribution set to 32% of my salary. That also includes my bonus. So 32%, which of this balance was $1,088.64 was contributed to my 401k. That's a lot of money, to be honest, like a huge chunk of this, but it's fine. And then my company still matches 6%, so that was $204.12 from them. Now I'm looking at my paycheck reading this off. I don't see this activity yet in my actual 401k. I know that it takes about 7 days for the actual purchase to even show up, but it's not even showing in the activity that this has happened. It just shows my usual amount that will be taken out from my usual paycheck. So I'm not sure when this will show up. But I will wait to see about that, but I definitely could see it on my paycheck quite a bit going to my 401k. And then of course, bonuses are taxed weird. I know at the end of the day, it all balances out and it's it looks like it's a large tax percentage, but I don't know, something with the back end of it, it's really not that large once you actually file taxes. But it did take out more than I expected. So for taxes, I paid $815.46, which means that my net pay from my bonus was $1,497.90. I just wanted to break that down, but really what I'm focused on with me mentioning this is my 401k. So $1,088.64 from me, $204.12 from my company. That is a total of $1,292.76. Now let's talk about my savings. As of right now, I have been focused on my travel sinking fund. I have a goal of $6,000 in this sinking fund. Last Transfer Tuesday, I reached $4,100. And I did make a transfer over the last week, and then I made a lot of transfers this morning. On Friday, March 21st, I logged into my Chase checking account, and I noticed that my checking account was a little bit higher. There was over $50 in it, which y'all know that usually I keep those at like $2 or not even. And so I did receive a $50 refer a friend bonus, so thank you to whoever it was that used my Chase link to open a checking account. It doesn't tell me who it is, but thank you so much to whoever you are. So with that $50, I did go ahead and transfer that to my travel sinking fund. And then this morning I made quite a bit in transfers to this travel sinking fund because obviously I got my bonus. And then also I had quite a bit just chilling in my Bank of America checking account, my main checking account, because I had taken out a distribution from my business checking account several days ago. And since I'll still be getting my full paycheck later on this week, I'll also get my paycheck from my business. I decided that I could probably transfer more from that account as well. So I'm going to put up a screenshot of all of the transfers I made this morning just because that's going to be easier. Y'all know that my pay goes to multiple checking accounts, so that's what you'll see here. So $500 from my Regions checking account to this travel sinking fund, then $250 from Chase, $250 from Truist. In the past, I was having $500 go to that Truist checking account, but after my last paycheck, I switched it over to $250 per paycheck, just because I'd rather the rest go to my main checking account. So from my bonus, only like $497 or so went to my Bank of America checking account, but like I was saying, I had some extra cash in there, so I decided to transfer $850 from Bank of America to my travel sinking fund. And the reason I did $850 was so that I could finish this out because now I have $6,000 in my travel sinking fund. which is so exciting because I finished another sinking fund. And I increased this goal earlier this month. I decided I wanted 6,000 instead of 5,000, and I'm very excited that I was able to do that. Now, honestly, I'm struggling with where I want to focus next for a couple of reasons. So my next sinking fund that I was going to focus on is my emergency fund. But for some reason, I don't want to do that. I think I will. But the other thing is that I'm going to be having my giveaway soon. That's going to start in May. I'll pay out by June. So either I can start saving for that, or maybe I could probably finish that in April and May. So maybe right now I should just focus on the emergency fund. And I know I already have that business sinking fund, the $4,000 in my business sinking fund, but I don't want to touch that for like while I'm still working. I don't want to pull from that sinking fund. That is for like when I take my business full time and I happen to need some cash on the side for whatever reason for my business. I just don't think that's going to be necessary right now. So let's do emergency fund. Now, the other complicated thing with this is that whenever I give y'all an update on my emergency fund, I just give y'all a total, but my emergency fund is actually split between 3 different savings accounts, but really the bulk of it's between 2. So I have almost 11,000 in my Marcus savings account, and then I have like 1,600 in a Citi savings account. I opened that for a bonus, and in order to avoid the fee, you have to like maintain a balance of 1,500. That's also earning interest, but I just combine the 2. And then I have a Discover savings account. It really doesn't count because it's like $2 and some change. But I just count that as part of my emergency fund. So what y'all are going to see as far as screenshots go, it's going to look like I have less in my emergency fund because this is just my Marcus account that I'm making transfers to, but I will try to add everything up and I'll put up screenshots of everything. How about that? Okay, so when I add everything up, I have a total of $12,399.29 in my emergency savings, general savings, whatever you want to call it. In my Marcus account, obviously I have a very random number because it's just been accruing interest over the last several months. So I'm just going to round out the number in the Marcus account. And yeah. So this is going to come from my main checking account, just some extra cash that I still have there. And I'm going to transfer $78.72. Pop the confirm page up on the screen as I confirm. All right, let me pop up my Transfer Tuesday tracker because it's going to be easier to summarize everything. So 401k from my bonus, $1,088.64 just from my side of things. To my travel sinking fund, I added $1,900, which finished out my $6,000 goal. So that's exciting. And then my emergency fund, I do eventually this year, I would like to hit 18,000 in this account. So that's fine for today. I'm going to say I'm focusing on that, but we'll see what happens going forward. So I did add that $78.72. I now have $12,478.01 between all of my accounts, which means I'm $5,521.99 away from my goal. Very exciting Transfer Tuesday. This was also the last Transfer Tuesday of March, and I'm really glad that I got my bonus because it was more eventful than I was expecting, because I didn't think I would get this until like 2 or 3 days from now, so that's good. Next Transfer Tuesday should be pretty action-packed as well because I get my actual paychecks. That's it for me. One last thing, I did want to give a huge thank you to those of y'all who showed up for my live. I went live on Sunday. That was a lot of fun. I was on live for 2 hours and it went so fast. Like it did not feel like I was on there for 2 hours. So I appreciate y'all chilling with me on Sunday. Comment down below what you did to move your money in the right direction. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.